What's up, all my Ewoks, Tribbles, Droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as that Star Wars girl, and today I'm going to be talking about Gotham High. Now, I know I did a video on this yesterday, but last night I did a live stream, and in that live stream I read an interview from the creator and the artist of the graphic novel, because I apologize, like I said in my last video, I didn't know too much about it, and I wanted to do an initial reaction, so I didn't want any spoilers, so I didn't go and look too much into it. My impression that I got from what I had seen of it on Twitter was that it was going to be a new animated TV series. I was not aware it was going to be a graphic novel. That was my little mishap. If I would have done the research, I would have known, but I didn't want to spoil anything, which is why I didn't look into it. So, I know I had a little hiccup there, but the sentiments on everything that I said was still the same. It doesn't change anything I said, aside from the fact that I was saying animation instead of graphic novel. Everything that I said still applies to what I was saying about the content. The content does not change. That being said, after reading this interview, and I have left the live stream up, so if you want to go back and look at that, it is probably the previous video in the queue. So, yeah. One of the things that I read in this interview, the author of this graphic novel doesn't know anything about Batman. The way that she described Bruce Wayne was that he was rich. He's rich. He is a billionaire. Him and the Joker are exactly the same. Oh, but the Joker, but Bruce is rich and the Joker's not. And she's making she says she likes Gossip Girl. She wants it to be Gossip Girl. She wants and that's what I even said even before I watched this interview. This is exactly like Gossip Girl, and I know because I used to watch Gossip Girl when it was still on. Yes, I'm a girl. I have guilty pleasures. Gossip Girl. There's bits of it that I don't like, but I got hooked. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. So when I watched that little trailer, I'm like, this is Gossip Girl. Whoever owns the rights to Gossip Girl, if you're not in the same company as this, you need to sue them because they are ripping you off. But in this thing, they race swap it so that you know, Bruce Wayne, he's half Asian. Okay, I'm understanding. If you get the best person for the job, I don't care what they look like, as long as they are playing the character, as long as they are the best person for the job and they play it, you know, better than anyone else can, I'm fine with that. They make Dick Grayson. Oh, not only is he in the same, because Bruce Wayne is in a prep school, Dick Grayson is apparently the same age as Bruce Wayne, which when I was reading this, I'm like, he has to be a child. Bruce Wayne is older than him, and I mean like by at minimum 7 years. Minimum. He should not be in high school. If anything, he should be in middle school, elementary school, and that's me giving like a really big benefit of the doubt of that. It doesn't make any sense. He's not a trapeze artist. He was not in the circus. He is just some nerdy black kid that, you know, has glasses, that is getting beaten up by the bullies because he's a nerd, and they're trying to cyberbullying him by telling him to go kill himself. Are you fucking serious? Then Bruce Wayne is not Bruce Wayne. He's not a detective. He's not cold and collected. He's not, you know, he can fight because he knows martial arts, but apparently that's the only thing that he has similar with the actual Bruce Wayne. His Alfred is not Alfred. It's the gay uncle that sent Bruce away because he reminded him too much of his sister. The thing that pissed me off beyond belief was the fact that they retconned Thomas Wayne. So for those of you that don't know anything about Batman, like the person writing this, you won't know about Thomas Wayne. So let me explain to you Thomas Wayne. One of the things about Thomas Wayne was that he was always a good person, and he was the example that Batman, Bruce Wayne, had his template from. His father was a good person. He was a entrepreneur and a philanthropist. He started Wayne Enterprises. He built up this company, which is what an entrepreneur does. They start a company and they build it up. He provided jobs to thousands of people. He helped the economy. He used his money for good. He was a good person. Everything he did was in the name of good, but that he still couldn't help. He couldn't stop himself from dying. He couldn't help Gotham. And that's why when Bruce watched him die, he watched his parents get shot leaving the theater. He saw what his dad did. He saw how his dad was a good person, and that was one of the saving graces to Bruce. Instead of going on that descent into madness after having a traumatic thing like watching your parents murdered in front of you. It's very, easy to see how a person would turn to the dark side and go bad. But Bruce didn't, because he knew he didn't want to disappoint his father, because he knew his father was a good person. And so he saw all of the good things that his father did. And as Bruce Wayne, he did them. But becoming Batman and forming that alter ego and becoming that person, because you can't just be a good person. You can't just fight by the rules. You have to take the law into your own hands, which is what he did. It's how he became Batman, and how he became, the detective, the Dark Knight, the vigilante, because he knew his father followed the rules, and look where it got him. He was a good person. He followed the rules. He did everything by the book, everything you're supposed to do to help the world, and he still died. And that's why Bruce, that's one of the mental things and one of the character developments, one of the defining moments about Bruce on why he became Batman. Because look at what happened to his father. You have to take justice into your own hands, and that's what Bruce did. This graphic novel wipes all of that away. It makes it, with a few simple lines, that his father is the evil white man that married an Asian woman for her money and used her money to start his company. That nothing he didn't build this up. He didn't. He's not a genius. He's not, an intelligent man that formed this business, that worked hard, that put the time, effort, energy, and resources to make a company, to make a successful company. No, he took all of the money from, and he made it he made sure it was a secret, that nobody knew that he got all of his money from marrying Martha, who, that was not her name. She had a different name, but she changed her name because she's from Hong Kong and she had to become more American. So she switched her name to Martha to fit in with the white society, because white people are bad. And she is the reason why Thomas Wayne started Wayne Enterprises, is because she let her husband use her family's fortune to start it. He didn't do any of the work himself. It was all because of a whammon. Which makes everything and it completely ruins everything on Bruce's morals, on him becoming Batman. And they did this because they wanted to make Batman, the Joker, and Selina Kyle in a love triangle to do a Gossip Girl, Batman, Catwoman, Joker story. And apparently the Joker is a misunderstood, cute white boy that will dig through a trash to find $10 to go buy a book for Selina Kyle about motorcycles. Because even though he's psycho, he's still a good guy, but he's the bad guy. And he's going out of his way to be sweet to Selina Kyle. I don't know how out of touch and demented you have to be to think that this is okay, but that is what they are doing to Batman. That is what they are doing to the Joker. That is what they are doing to Thomas Wayne. In this universe, there is no reason that he would become Batman. Absolutely none. If his father was just an evil white man that used his Asian's wife money to get ahead in the world and didn't give her any form of credit, what moral stability does he have? None. None. You took away everything that was virtuous about his character, everything that Bruce looked up to and aspired to be. He wanted to be like his father, but he knew he had that anger inside him. And he knew that, his father probably wouldn't approve of being the vigilante, but it was the lesser of two evils. He knew he couldn't do what his father could do, because obviously his father failed. So he took justice into his own hands, and he became, the vigilante, in society's eyes, the bad guy, even though he's doing good. And it was always a mental battle with Bruce, and it's one of the reasons why Bruce Wayne and Batman are such great characters that would stand the test of time, but all these people care about doing is retconning and destroying it, and it makes my blood boil. So I just wanted to make everyone aware of this. I have shared pictures of this on Twitter, and I'm going to continue to talk about this because this kind of shit is not fucking okay. Don't retcon and destroy established IPs just because you want to tell Gossip Girl when you don't even understand the fact that everything you were doing is undermining what these characters are and what they stand for and why these characters are who they are. You just took away why Bruce Wayne became Batman, why he had you know, those morals, why he was still a good person, why he didn't turn to the dark side after that horrific event. And they even changed that. They changed how they died. So it disgusts me. It disgusts me to my very core, and I just wanted to make everyone aware of that. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry for this shitty the shitty content I was talking about, but I hope you guys are a little bit more informed now. And if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, that's okay too. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I will be giving more updates on this to just continue to cover how these people are tearing Batman apart and thinking that it's okay, because it's not fucking okay. Batman is my favorite superhero, and I will defend the things I love until the day I die. And I am not going to let this happen to Batman, or I'm not going to let it happen without a fight. So that's just who I am, and yeah. But, yeah, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. And have a great rest of your day. And may the Force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone. What's up, everyone? It's Anna, also known as That Star Wars Girl, and I have an Etsy store, so if you've ever wanted to own a print of my artwork, this is the place to go. As you can see, I have a lot of recognizable characters, from horror films to heroes to Star Wars characters. Some of the notable characters I have on here are Darth Vader, which I did a couple live streams painting, so you can own a print of this painting. I also have Luke Skywalker, the binary sunset version, one of my favorite scenes in the original New Hope movie. I have Darth Maul, which Ray Parks himself actually complimented me on Instagram. And then last but certainly not least, Ahsoka Tano. So if you want to own any of these prints, go right on over to my Etsy store. Again, that's The Art of Anna, That Star Wars Girl, or TSWG for short. Thank you, everyone, and have a great rest of your day. What's up, everyone? I have a P.O. box, so if you want to send me some mail, go ahead and send it to Anna, That Star Wars Girl, or TSWG for short, at P.O. Box number 28171, Santa Ana, California, 927998171. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much.